Okay, if you're Joel Embiid right here, stop. Okay, you're not in a defensive stance with your feet set. You're not up enough. This is Devin Booker coming off the screen. You've got to drop higher here, okay? Because you can't just give up an open shot to Devin Booker. You have backside help right here with Biyombo. But, I mean, you know, this is just too easy for Devin Booker. Okay, you got to stay with Devin Booker here. I mean, come on. Sprint with him. Because look at this. This handoff right here. Look at the space. Like, come on. What? So, it's over. So this Chris Paul shot went up. The defender here doesn't box out. He's not even in the picture. So the 76ers aren't boxing out anywhere on the perimeter. So a long rebound is going to go to Phoenix right here, or a tap back. So if you're Joel Embiid right here, this is a ball you're not getting. So please just get ready to set up and play defense. See, you're going for this ball, and now this happens. Georges Niang in transition. Just get back. Why are you gambling towards the ball? Like, what is that? Again, the 76ers are falling asleep on their man in the corner. Look at the Sixers player. You just fell asleep. Look at the space. It's over. It's bad defense. You're giving up likely points. If you're Georges Niang, your feet have to be set and you have to be in a defensive stance. So if you want to come in backside help here, you need to have your feet set. See, look at Niang here. He's kind of coming over here in backside help. Well, his feet aren't set. Look where his feet are going inward. So as this pass goes to the corner, now you're not going to have time to get out. Okay, when you switch this screen right here, stop. You've got to get underneath the screener when you switch. You can't switch over the top because now that means this player's got to step up and backside help, and now Terrence Ross is open. Okay, this is a bad switch. If Georges Niang is switching, he should be up here now, level to the screener, in a defensive stance with his feet set. Okay? Because look at when you're not. Look at Georges Niang. You're switching this. You have no chance of guarding right now. Okay, again, if you're Joel Embiid here, you got to box out. You got to use the lower half of your body to box out. That drives this Suns player back. And now the only person getting this rebound is you. See, when you don't box out at all, now this tip happens, and so you block that shot. There's no one to take Biyombo. Okay, first of all, if you're this Sixers defender, you can see this player leaning towards what he thinks is a screen. Look at that little lean one way towards the screen, so now you get beat the other. Now, so that's going to draw a double team. That means Tyrese Maxey has to leave the corner and take this player here. There's the double team. So when he gets back to Chris Paul, though, I mean, come on. There's 4 seconds on the shot clock. Play up on Chris Paul. Like, you playing off like this is so pointless. Okay, so Tyrese Maxey's late to get out to his man. All right, that draws a double team stop. Okay, so that Joel Embiid has to step up and double. So this Sixers defender right here, PJ Tucker's got to stay here. This player is going to be guarding the corner right here, but you have to take Joel Embiid's helping, so you have to take his man. If you're coming in backside help on this screen, you got to be here now, because your feet have to be set if you want any chance of getting out on a skip pass. See, look at the Sixers player. Look at his feet. See how his feet are going inwards? You have no chance now of getting back out on the skip pass. Okay, again, if you're playing the gaps away from the ball, you have to be in a defensive stance with your feet set. Look at PJ Tucker, not in a defensive stance. Feet are moving inward, not getting outward. So PJ Tucker, what are you doing? This Suns player here is setting a down screen. That's your man. You need to get up here. Like, look at this. This down, stop. You should be up here now with your arms out. So this player cannot curl right off this down screen. He's got to go out, and it gives this player time to go out. But that doesn't happen. So look at the space that was just created because of that down screen. Now you can't guard this ball screen. Okay, so the 76ers trap Devin Booker off this screen. So as soon as Devin Booker picks up his dribble, like right now, okay, if you're Tobias Harris, you need to be sprinting over right now because Joel Embiid is sprinting and coming back. Okay, you know this. So you've got to get back to your man. You were in backside help. Well, now don't need to be there anymore. See, look at it's taking Tobias Harris a little too long. If you're Joel Embiid here, you should get up more because this is Chris Paul, but you got to be in a defensive stance with your feet set. You got to slow this ball down at some point because this backside defender can't be in backside help forever. See, look at Joel Embiid, not in a defensive stance, feet are not set. So now Chris Paul can just keep his dribble alive forever. You've done nothing to guard him, and this backside defender's got to stick around for a lot longer. So now Right, you're in drop coverage here. So Joel Embiid's got to go from this Chris Paul shot. Like, you got to have more urgency. You got to get over here and box out Biyombo now. Like, that's just not the urgency that's going to get it done. Okay, so the 76ers player gets beat off the dribble right here. So this player's got to leave Jock Landale and go help at the rim, obviously. Okay, so this player here has got to stay here. If this player's going to help, you've got to help the helper's man. Like, you know, that if you don't, it's a disaster all the way around. We will just focus on the guard here. You're in drop coverage, you got to be going over the screen. Like, you have to get over the screen. What is this 76ers guard? Why are you just hanging onto the screen here? This big for Philadelphia dropped. He's expecting you to be coming over from over the top. But what was that? Come on, this is a down screen out of a baseline, out of bounds. This player's got to get attached to his man with his arms out so this player cannot curl. You force him out so this player has time to get over the screen. Like, this player just curls right off the screen. There's no chance now. So if this player is not sprinting to get underneath the ball, then don't go towards the ball. Like, this gamble here is totally senseless, okay? This player's coming over to take the ball. Now, Dwayne Dedmon needs to leave this area here, and this player needs to leave this area here and go here. We just have, like, right now we have 3 people surrounding the ball. I mean, going on here, Georges Niang needs to stay with his man. This player needs to stay to the corner. Like, what? Like, this is ridiculous. And this player's not in a defensive stance with his feet set. I mean, what is going on? Come on, if you're Tyrese Maxey, you cannot be leaning towards this screen. Look at him leaning towards this screen. You're just going to get beat the other way. Okay, if you're Georges Niang and you want to be in backside help, you've got to be there already. Your feet have to be set. That you have to be in a defensive stance, of which you're neither. Look at this. Look at his feet. They're moving inward as this ball's coming here. You have no chance. It's just rip and go. Okay, so PJ Tucker is not in a defensive stance. His feet are not set. He has no chance of guarding Cameron. Like, you have no chance of guarding Cameron Payne right now. He's about to receive the ball. Look at PJ Tucker. So if you're PJ Tucker, like, that's fine. You got to get up now and play on his side. You got to force him to this area of the floor. You have help here, and this player should have his back to the baseline, and you have help here. But you can't just play him one-on-one now because you've given up that ability.